10,000 labs that are set up in across the country. Out of 10,000, approximately 700 are there in Andhra Pradesh itself. Out of 700, 20 labs are present within Visakhapatnam, right? And all these labs have out of all these 10,000 labs, there are approximately 75 lakh students who are coming to these labs and doing a lot of tinkering activities. Have you heard about tinkering activities? Every one of us would have done a kind of tinkering activity, but we tend to equate that with experiments. Typically, when you go to any lab, say for example, you attend some physics lab, chemistry lab, maybe computer lab, what happens is they give a lot of experiments that you people need to execute. Maybe if you go to computer lab, they give certain programs, right? Every semester you have certain stipulated list of programs that you need to complete. When you go once in a week, you have a program, you run it, you show the output, that's it, done, right? That's how typical labs work. But tinkering is a different kind of activity. Let me tell you. Let me tell you an example. Maybe when I was in my childhood, like I used to have a radio at my home which wasn't working at all. What do? What does a lot of people do with that? We try to open it to understand whether I will be able to get the problem resolved or not, isn't it? While doing so, I will have messed up the entire thing, isn't it? That's quite common. We would have done the same thing for lot many things, not just for radio. It could be anything, maybe cycle, and we enjoyed it. Although we ruined the lives, maybe somebody might have been unhappy due to that. Could be parents, could be anybody, but we enjoyed tinkering with it, isn't it? That's what is tinkering activity. So there is a huge difference between experiment and a tinkering activity. These ATLs, we call this so-called Atal Tinkering Labs. We are not here to make the students execute not the experiments. It's about tinkering activities. So what does that mean? If I have electronic equipment in Atal Tinkering Labs, you are all freely dismantle it. And the reason, and whenever students enter into this, by the way, 6th standard to 12th standard students visit these Atal Tinkering Labs. For example, for your information, there is one Atal Tinkering Lab very near to this place, Sri Sarada Vidyanilayam, which is near to Satyam Junction. It has an Atal Tinkering Labs. The labs are set up within the school itself. Okay, and within these labs, the students of that school, as well as any student who is under the vicinity of that ATL school, can freely utilize that Atal Tinkering Lab. This is not somehow this is not rightly communicated to the society, that you people have access to some kind of lab wherein you go, you utilize the equipment. The kind of equipment it has is like 3D printers, okay, and Arduino boards, Raspberry Pi devices. Government has given 20 lakh rupees of funding for each of these labs. Likewise, we have 10,000 labs. In AP, we have 700 labs. Understand the kind of infrastructure that we have in this country. For your information, when this entire thing got initiated, somewhere in 2016, I think, our team, the NITI-Aayog team, was actually visiting US to understand the ecosystem of these kind of labs. And I think it was like one of the director of Intel who was discussing this initiative with our NITI-Aayog executives. The discussion so happened, and our government officials communicated to them saying, yeah, I think we need to create some 500 such kind of labs. And you know what they mentioned? The Intel director said 500. You know how many labs do we have in US? Any thoughts of such a kind of lab in US? Only 2 at that time. Only 2. Only 2. And our government officials were saying we will establish 500 such labs. Believe me, it's fast forward how many? Around 8 years now, we have 10,000 labs in India. Each lab having 20 lakhs of funding. Initially, 12 lakhs will be given. Out of 12 lakhs, 10 lakhs is for establishment, 2 lakhs is for operational expenses per year, Likewise, they will give it for 5 years. 5 into 2, 10, and establishment 10. Total 20 lakhs is the amount given to each and every Atal Tinkering Labs. Likewise, we already have 10,000 labs in this country. And now, students like these people, for example, you have a couple of students who are attending Atal Tinkering Labs. They are here, Hanish, Mohan, Rohan, all these people attend these labs. Okay, now tell me, now I'll ask you, is there any difference? Is there any difference in which, traditional labs are operating versus these Atal Tinkering Labs are operating? What do we do? While studying, we have a lot of engineering students here who visit, who go to labs, isn't it? What's your experience? I felt like, when I visit a lot of these engineering colleges, I understand that, somehow students are compelled to complete this so-called stipulated experiment, which has a definite outcome. Okay, but Atal Tinkering Labs, we don't have a definite outcome. I'm not going to say that, you do this, these are the instructions, and this is the final product. No, we never define it. Who are we to define it? They're students, they're high school students, middle school students. We always think, they have more creativity than adults. Right? Okay. When I go and say you do this, they come up with something else. Sometimes it blows our mind. Reason being, they would have used much more creativity than what we thought. That's the beauty of this entire program. Okay, why am I communicating this to all of you people here? First of all, this is something to do with high school students. There is something to do with government. Why am I here? Let me tell you, these Atal Tinkering Labs are accessible to anybody who wanted to create a product. For your information, if you wanted to come up with a prototype, you are always free to come to Atal Tinkering Labs, get the prototype done. I have seen a lot of students who are thinking, where will I get the Arduino board? Where will I get the Raspberry Pi? Whatever it is. Where will I get the 3D printer? You have it in Atal Tinkering Labs. It is operational. A lot of students are right now creating a lot of 3D printed products within the labs itself. Except that it is not visible to the external world. But couple of people here know them, isn't it, Danish? So we got a lot of people to Andhra University, what is it? Hackathon program. I think once in 3 months, once in 2 months, we have this hackathon, right? And a lot of Atal Tinkering Lab students do attend that hackathon. And we have been looking into to understand, what kind of interest do they have in that area. Not just about IT. IT is like the easiest way for them, for your information. Since the COVID times, what has happened is, although these Atal Tinkering Labs were set up in sometime around 2017, during the COVID situation, it so happened that because of these closure of these Atal Tinkering Labs, a lot of students resorted to software products which can be which can be done using laptops which are available at their home. So it so happened that Atal Tinkering Labs essentially became hubs for software related products rather than electronic gadgets and all that stuff. Electronic items are there, 3D printer is there, telescope is there. Students when their school is finished after 6 o'clock, they wait to watch this guy. Did we get that type opportunity when we were in our childhood? I don't think so. A lot of people did not get that opportunity. Maybe I think could be some kind of international schools might have given one such sort of thing. Maybe some electronic components. Maybe one international school could have given, three at that time 3D printer was not there. Anyhow, a different kind of activity they would have done it, right? But now in one Atal Tinkering Lab itself, you have lot many opportunities that you can utilize. You people can freely come there, execute your idea, showcase the product prototype, and get connected to IICs. You have this Institutions Innovation Council within your colleges. Even Andhra University has an Institutions Innovation Council. Even an IIC is already connected to Atal Tinkering Labs. Each IIC has 3 Atal Tinkering Labs connected to it. Right? You people are free. The lab is freely available there. On behalf of the management of Sri Sarada School, I am inviting all of you people. You can come there, understand what kind of experiment that students are doing, why they are doing, how they are doing, and get to know that you can in fact add lot much of creativity to those products. Let me tell you, what happens is these students they sometimes what happens is they use a lot of instructions and quickly do it in one way. Okay, but that is called skilling, because the same thing they have done it multiple times. Say for example, they took an Arduino board, they connected with some sensors, humidity sensors, and they are now able to gauge the water vapor or humidity at one place, and they can quickly take decisions using that. Because they have done that experiment multiple number of times, they are very much skilled in it. Okay, now you know what? You understand the kind of ecosystem that we have right now. Just for one ATL, I will tell you an example of one ATL, Sri Sarada School, for example. You have various corporate partners for the ATL: Zoho, Dell, CGI, to name a few. Now the point is, like, what's happening is now we have showcased what kind of abilities that these students have. Now what happened is, like, we took some 100 teams to Dell office in Bangalore. We made them stay there for 1 week, complete 1 week, morning to evening. They were there in within Dell Technologies campus within Bangalore, and they interacted with all the many of the employees. Now what happened is, there are certain proof of concepts that they are doing within Dell Technologies, and they are ready to give them to Atal Tinkering Labs. That's the kind of transformation that these labs are doing right now. I'm not saying that these are all successful. What I'm saying is, this is a hub for failures. Let me tell you, this is a hub for failures. We communicate the same thing to students. This is a place to fail. Let us all fail collectively, understand why we are failing. It's not about success here. We enjoy failure. A lot of students try doing a lot of things. They spend a lot of time. Let me tell you, I have seen a couple of students who stay there. You can understand, being a school outside. A lot of parents go and wait at 3:30 or 4 o'clock when the school closes, isn't it? Now in ATLs, that's not the scenario. What happens is, students stay there until 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock and come do their experiments. And you know what? Even the parents are coming to ATLs and understanding what these students are doing within the ATL. Believe me, there will be a situation in near future wherein if you are living in an apartment, obviously it's a tendency, like, a lot of people could be busy with their office activities or what careers, isn't it? Say for example, there is one student, okay, he's your child, and you expect that your child needs to get a lot of skills from your vicinity. Don't you expect that? If my father is there at my home, I would expect my father to teach certain skills to my son. Don't I expect that? Everybody expects that. What if the scenario is, in an apartment with, say, 10 houses, 10 flats? Why don't we expect some senior citizens who are, like, they're all already retired, and they're expecting to have some kind of conversations with a lot of young people, and they do have a lot of skills which they have acquired since last 40 years. And why don't we have a digital product that connects these senior citizens with the younger people, and they give the skills to these students? This is what is happening right now. We have been creating within the Atal Tinkering Labs, we have been creating the product with which we will be able to communicate that senior citizens whoever are interested in giving the skills to the younger children. Right? With that, whatever the skill they have, we identify the skills. We map those skills with the student that he is interested in. Then we'll make sure that that kind of skill is being propagated further. This is what is skilling, the tinkering way. I'm not talking about experiments here. Well, we have been doing experiments since a lot of years, right? So I wanted to be very clear here. I'm not talking about experiments which have a definite result. I'm talking about tinkering activities which we don't expect anything. Like, we will not have a solid outcome out of it. Anything can happen when I do such a kind of experiment. This is what is the difference between tinkering activity and an experiment. And with this, we get skills. Typical way of getting skills is, like, you acquire knowledge, right? And that, when you utilize it, when you do certain things again and again, it becomes skills. With that skills, we get job opportunities. So this is the kind of framework that we have been building within Atal Tinkering Labs. Like, get the knowledge. You have a lot of ways of getting knowledge, isn't it? Not just teachers, not just YouTube. No, you have a lot of internet. That way, people can get knowledge. But you need to have a proper channel to channelize that knowledge into skills, right? That skill could be, say, stargazing, could be a skill. One of the skill could be like even swimming, for example, is a skill that we will ensure the student gets the right kind of interest into that. Or say, for example, coding. Coding is a common thing. There are a lot of people who do coding at 8th standard or 9th standard right now. Brand examples are people who are here right now in front of me, who got selected to Indian School of Business program. In the next week, they are attending this ISB program, wherein they selected 100 teams out of the country who topped this Atal ATL Thinkerpreneur program. Lot many people are. These just are two people here. There are lot many people. 100 teams across the country got selected to that program. Likewise, every now and then there are a lot of competitions are happening, and all these competitions are mapped to Atal Tinkering Labs. So see, this is the entire scenario of 10,000 Atal Tinkering Labs, the kind of innovation concept that is happening in the country. Are you aware of this? I am here today to communicate that this is what is the ecosystem that is happening across us, and you people are very much welcome to come to Atal Tinkering Labs, execute whatever the concepts that you have in your brain. Don't keep them in your brain. Get them out, utilize them, try doing it. Take the help of the students. They are ready. There are a lot of students are ready within the Sarada school itself. I'm talking about not just Sarada school. I have a lot of other ATLs as well. You have ATL in Sri Prakash school. Okay, you have ATL in which one? Pratibha school, yeah, Pratibha school, and NSCL campus. We have another ATL. Like there's 20 ATLs within Visakhapatnam. You are free to go to any of the ATL, ask the concerned person that you wanted to do certain things, and come back to me if they are not agreeing. I know we have the ways in which we handle the scenarios. Come to us and we'll handle it. Right? Any questions?
Basically, ATLs are how about in the rural areas? Something in the rural areas.
Yes, we have ATLs within rural areas as well. To be frank, I will tell you. As of now, I only gave a lot of positive points. Let me be frank on the kind of negative things that are happening here. Out of the entire 10,000 ATLs that are funded by government, I'm unhappy to say, but this is the truth, that not even half of them are actually functional. Okay, we are in the process of making those ATLs active. Every now and then we keep visiting a lot of ATLs and make them keep on making them active. Okay, especially in the rural areas, there are certain schools which are considered to be very unique schools, unique ATLs. Yes, there are. Say for example, in Sapavaram there is one Pratibha school. And right now, we said it. We have been spending a lot of time since last 2-3 months making it active right now. And believe me, the difference. If we wanted to tell the difference, today morning, from morning 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, students from Sapavaram school are right in front, within this Department of Zoology, doing experiments in biotechnology. I'm there till 2 o'clock here. Now a lot of people are there. In fact, 20 students out of them, 10 people are from Sapavaram rural area, where they have come here. They stayed here till 2 o'clock and completed their biotechnology experiments, trying to identify whether a particular substance has protein in that or not, or does it have any carbohydrate in that or not. So understand the kind of connection that Atal Tinkering Labs have with Institutions Innovation Council within the AE. That's an example that I can say.
The reason why I'm asking is I was very primarily in the rural areas, and we run a very unique school for 6 to 10. And I was trying to add the classroom after the anything from the end. Is where 80% of our alumni continue to stay in the village. They give them education, residential things for girls. talking about 96. Where girls are not allowed to go after they completed 12 years. And then now we started getting, now girls have started getting polytechnical technical education aspects. So this has taken about 15 years for us to actually get the girls to say, no, there is polytechnic, there is ITI, it will start to go in. But how do you create now such an environment where they are not left out for the technology aspects? That's better working on. If you can look at a robotics IoT labs, and because they need to be start looking at startups, rural startups to rural India. That's where we need to get to. And that innovation has to start at the school level. Doesn't come at a bigger level. So trying to see if is it still on to get an AIC, Innovation Center at a rural area? I think it's called CAIC or something.
Yes, Atal Innovation Center.
Right.
Yeah.
So are we still open about it, or do you think, are you taking applications, or is it closed, or how does it work?
See, generally, it's open twice in a year. As of now, I think we just concluded before 2 months, and again, it should open again in another 2 months. Now, aim.gov.in, that's the website in which every time we also go and check, when the applications are open. ATLs for Atal Tinkering Labs, it is now closed as of now. We have 10,000 labs already set up, and that was the plan. And that plan is over. Right now, we just had a communication again from government saying they are interested in setting up another 20,000 ATLs. But the formalities are not yet complete. It seems, the bill has to get passed from the parliament, from the finance department as well. That's the kind of stage where they are in right now. But what happened is, Atal Innovation Mission has if the state governments are interested in are going to support this initiative by I think around 50%, by spending around 50% of the cost. Central government is ready to establish. That's what right now happened. For your information, since last 6 months, 500 ATLs got set up in Jammu and Kashmir with that initiative. Partly funded by state government, partly funded by central government. 500 such labs within Jammu and Kashmir. No.
Well, let's go.
We don't have that initiative. I haven't heard about that initiative. Yes.
So we had conversation with the government. So this was about what is the vision of the government by setting up this what is the expectation?
So the expectation is about innovations.
Most of them are not functioning.
Yes.
So what are the other actions that we take to make it functional?
Right. So there are two questions here. The first question is that, but why did the government spend money on this? What is the reason for this initiative? The reason is outcome is innovations essentially. You know about this ranking, innovation rankings for India. I think I don't remember the exact numbers, but since last 5 years, I know it drastically went up. Okay, and that's the sole purpose, creating innovation. That doesn't mean that students within the Atal Tinkering Labs will do the innovations. That's not the prime reason. When they are given this scenario, when students are given this opportunity of utilizing the Atal Tinkering Labs, when they keep on doing these tinkering activities, they could eventually, when they go into their career, they could do innovations at any place, wherever it is. It doesn't mean they have to do within innovations within Atal Tinkering Labs. That's not the aim of the government.
Yeah.
Aim is to make them ready for innovations wherever they are, whenever it needs to be. That's the outcome that government wanted. Second point, what is the government doing for this initiative is right now, till now, till 2021, I don't think state governments were involved in this initiative. Now, since last 6 months, 8 months, the first one is like Karnataka, the second one is Andhra Pradesh. The state government is also involved in this activity right now. Our secretary, of the education department, he's right now personally handling this complete initiative. Yes, I don't remember the name exactly. This is in Amravati. Forgot the name. So right now they are handling this entire initiative, and the district science officer under the guidance of DEOs are right now monitoring the 20. Say for example, in Visakhapatnam there are 20 labs. They are right now monitoring all the 20 labs. every day I see messages, a lot of activities that are happening in these labs. That's what the initiative right now happening. So if this is successful with from Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, they are going to extrapolate it across the country. That's what is the initiative, right? And we have a concept of a hub and spoke model wherein one ATL is selected as a hub ATL, and there are around 12 ATLs that are connected to this hub ATL, wherein each of these hub ATL will talk to will deal with or handle these ATLs to make them active. As I told you, there are a lot of ATLs which are inactive. This is the plan of action that is being taken here, right? This is happening right now in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. So the results of which will be fed up, will fed to other states eventually. Yeah, that's it from my side. Any more questions, please? No, nothing like that. Out of the 10,000 ATLs across the country, 7,000, approximately 7,000 are in government schools, 3,000 are in private schools. Nothing like that. They apply. I think they might have. I don't know the exact figures, but they might have that figure in their mind ratio. But whoever has got this 1,500 square feet of area, and there are certain stipulated specifications that have recommended, they can apply and get the ATL given to them. Very recently, I think DPS Gaju, steel plant. Yeah, they got it. Chaitanya Public School already. Total 20 labs are there within Andhra Pradesh. So the request from my side is please come down to Atal Tinkering Labs, utilize them. I have a lot of people as well. Sir has always given an opportunity for our students, to come to AU, to come to the AHUB, and they keep participating in the hackathons, and they are very much happy for that. Thanks for giving this opportunity to the entire Andhra University, as well as we are now extrapolating it to a lot of IICs. And we are showing this as an example, in fact. I communicated this initiative to Atal Innovation Mission, and they're very happy about the kind of engagement that is happening. And there are plans right now to initiate this in multiple IICs, institutions innovation. Yes.
Like, as a parent, like, literally track the academics to the report card. So, does this ATL have any sort of revision parameter so that people, the parent will actually know whether the child is progressing or there's some kind of improvement required or those things. The progress tracking parameters that you are
No, haven't seen any such progress tracking parameter within Atal Tinkering Labs right now. Definitely not. Uh, but what we do is we gauge according to the skills of the student. What was he doing since last 1 year? What kind of tinkering activities did he do? What is the kind of skill that he acquired? And we need to expose him across the world. Say, for example, Sarda school students, for example, ATL students, earlier they didn't, a lot of people did not even go beyond this stage. They got an opportunity to go and attend, or participate in international hackathon program. So with the skills that they have, we gauge them, and then accordingly we map to various competitions. That's how we are doing. Or else, I don't think there is a way for the parents to handle it. No, we don't have that right. Good to have. I know we have plans, but I don't think they're fast tracking yet.
So parents are too busy in their own. They need some like.
I think the days of report cards are over, truly speaking.
Just to fill in the gap between the parent and the student.
To fill the gap between parent and student, I would recommend this parent to go and sit in Atal Tinkering Labs along with the student and teach whatever piece he has to other students. That's the best way of filling the gap. We keep doing that. We ask the students, whoever are waiting outside to pick their students, please come down to ATL and see what the other students are doing, what is student is doing. So that is, I think, I personally feel that, because I myself do it. I take my kids to ATLs, make them sit there, teach to others, get knowledge from other people. That's the best enjoyable time that I have as a parent as well. Yeah. Any more questions? Thank you. Thank you.
So now we have our first startup pitch of the day by VELECTRIX Pvt.
Good evening, everyone. This is Pradeep Chandra, working in Analytics. Actually, we are into electric vehicle two-wheeler. So basically, uh, we are from Vizag itself. We have been started 2 years before. We are into this market. First of all, I would like to thank Lisa for giving me this opportunity, and it was great honor to me here. And on behalf of our founder, Mr. Venkatreddy garu, I would like to take this as an opportunity. Yeah, actually, how come we get into this business? Like in 2017, our founder, Mr. Venkatreddy had bought one electric vehicle for his father. At that time, as of uh, electric vehicle market has been started recently. So we are for servicing any type of electric vehicle, it could be very difficult. Uh, as you know, like at that time, for getting services or getting any spare parts, very difficult at that time. So apart from that, for our women employees, we bought two vehicles, two electric vehicles. So for daily activities. But same thing. We face a lot of issues, like for servicing, vehicle servicing and parts modeling. And at that time, all the vendors or any person so who are establishing any startup companies like electric vehicle showroom, they just bring their vehicles from the China and then they just sold to the customers, and then they just close their showrooms and then get back. So at that time it was very difficult. So all of this, he has some experience and he got some awareness about electric vehicles. After that, he personally bought one Tata Nexon EV for himself. Based on that, he has some ideology about electric vehicles. Why can't we start an electric vehicle company, and why can't we get into this? Based on that, he got an experience and he got an idea about fast charges. Fast charges. Yeah, our mission is we are mainly concentrating on uh, two Telugu states, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. For each and every area, we need to take care of two Telugu states for EV support, as well as vision. Our vision is if any electric vehicle has any problem, any type of problem, we'll give solution for within 48 hours. That is our main motto. Yeah, this is our ecosystem. if you go for any type of electric company, it doesn't have the type of this type of ecosystem. We are the only company in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana who are running this type of ecosystem. Basically, our Vihan Electrics is basically running on this ecosystem. First one is V Essential, that is completely take care of our EV app support, and second one is V Enroute, that is electric vehicle showrooms, and second one is V Energy. We'll establish electric vehicle charging stations across AP and Telangana, and then VEs, that is service center. As of now, we are, if you see any type of electric vehicle, we are getting, we have very difficult our present time. So we are the only company in Vizag. We have 4 service centers in Visakhapatnam. And then V equipment. That is the main drawback in EV market actually. If you purchase any type of electric vehicle, you wouldn't get exact type of that particular component. But we are the only company who are take care of your electric vehicle service center as well as components which are you are looking for. First one is V Essential. That is the main thing. Yeah, in V Essential actually we are planning to get OEMs into our company. Like we'll give servicing to OEMs, and they need to show their vehicles in our app. If you have as well as and any type of service center, any type of charging stations also will provide. And then for an example, actually why we are building this ecosystem is main thing is service point of view. If everyone is comfortable with Telugu here, I will proceed with Telugu and English both. You are not aware about Telugu. So little bit I can manage with Telugu and English. Okay. Actually, basic గా ఈ ఎకోసిస్టమ్ మేము రన్ చేస్తుంది ఎందుకంటే ఒక ఓఎమ్స్ బేసిక్ ఓఎమ్స్ ఏంటంటే మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ వెహికల్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ నుంచి ఓఎమ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అవి మా దాంట్లో మేము ఆన్బోర్డ్ చేసుకోవడం కోసం మాత్రం ఆన్బోర్డ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. వాళ్ళ యొక్క ఫర్ ఎన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇది యాథర్, ఓలా ఆర్ టీవీఎస్, హీరో, దీస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ కంపెనీస్ కెన్ కమ్ అండ్ ఆన్బోర్డ్ ఇన్ అవర్ కంపెనీ for showing their vehicles, their models and their product in our app, through our app. Based on that, they can, because in present current market, nobody is having any type of EV app. So we are our own stuff, we are designing that app. Basically, actually, I would like to give an example here. ఎందుకంటే బేసిక్ గా present scenario, we are very much addicted to our mobiles. If we doesn't have any, if we don't have mobile with 1 hour, we thought that we might missing something, right? As well as our laptop also. If we miss our laptop for half day, we might miss something. For we might have lots of works, right? As well as for doing our regular works, our vehicle and any vehicle is very important. So for that to I have a problem. To rectify that problem, we give solution within 48 hours with the help of our support, our app support. Our product and service. So basically, our app is integrated with artificial intelligence and machine learning, can enable natural language processing NLP capabilities. Basically, this app is designed with 2 languages to user friendly with Telugu and English. Anybody in the Telangana and Andhra who can understand easily and you can access very easily. And our dedicated team, as I said earlier, our main motto is to give service for any type of EV. Within 48 hours, we'll give support. This is our business model. Actually, you know, there are a lot of formats. One is basically actually our model is like subscription format. Earlier we have a lot of formats, purchase format. If you take any movie ticket, that is purchase format. This is actually subscription format, like our YouTube channels, like any social media apps like AHA or Amazon, Netflix, like that. We are subscription model also. We will give charge subscription free to OEMs, and offer a commission-based model to OEMs and provide premium features of OEMs and integrated with third-party services and offer advertising options and in-app purchases, online sales, and transaction and other things. And this is our team. We are looking for actually at present we are looking for mentoring and initial product and connected investors. For mentoring, we are planning to develop or upgrade our product into next level. Actually, we have been trying this product and this market. We are into past years. We have been in the market and we have tried in Vizag itself. We have established 4 showrooms and 4 service centers. And we have been installed almost 40 plus charging stations in Vizag itself for our customer support as well as any type of customers, not only our customers, and any type of EV can use that charging station in Visakhapatnam from Anakapalli to Madurai. And we have we are looking for investor connect. We can onboard to provide our overall services for the EV companies. And when it comes to the investors, we are into stake-oriented business. Anyone has any doubts? Actually, I can clear based on this I can clearly explain this our model. We are basically ఏంటంటే ఒక EV ఒక particular ఒక person or any family or any person who are anyone can EV ఏదైనా తీసుకుంటే ఆ EV కి సంబంధించిన any type of support, whether it comes to sales, whether it comes to service, whether it comes to any spare part, because in present market we nobody like a component. For an example, okay, EV of any type of component తీసుకోవాలంటే it would be very difficult. We have that channel with Delhi market and Mumbai market as well as Chennai market. And what type of components we are using that EV also kuda, we are currently having that contact with different type of vendors. Any doubts? Yes. You are providing a best service to the EV vehicles. Yes. Means let us take one example. I brought a one new vehicle, like Atal. Why should I choose you for the service rather than choosing the Atal service provider? Okay. Actually, here we are giving service. Giving services which are their service centers. If you have any type of component, actually we are giving only services for except battery management as well as motor. Apart from that, any type of your regular service. Actually, if you take Atal on right, if you take Atal, they'll give service to. They ask you to bring your vehicle to your service center. But we give service of minimum 20 to 25 kilometers free. If your vehicle is dropped down in between your journey time, if you contact our customer care, our service center, our service person will come directly to you. They'll give you some service. That type of service will go. But there is companies like Apple and all that. They are also providing the same service. Yes, they are providing, but they doesn't have any type of app, right? Actually, they have a lot of apps. They are also providing much distribution channel than what you are seeing. Means what I'm asking is what is the difference between your service and Ola and Apple service? Actually, our services we are not only concentrating on one single product. We are asking different type of OEMs come and join with us. We give support through our app. Do you understand? Actually, we have our app. Different type of OEMs like Atal, Ola, TVS, Bajaj, these type of, they can come and join with us, they can onboard with us, they can show their products through our app. Based on that, if you want to purchase any type of, because it's like a single solution for any type of EV customer. Based on like that, we have been designing this app. Right now, your app has a lot of features like any vendor can come to your platform and yeah. Yes. Like that only we have been designing. It's still under designing. We have a prototype and we have already we have. If you have any, if you want to try, just open Play Store and you can search EV. You will get the app also. Yeah. Just now I have installed the app, but it seems like nothing is there in your app. Actually, it's still in designing only. Yeah, it's still development only.
And one more thing, you said you are integrated A and M.
Yes.
What is the purpose of
Actually, the thing is that nice question actually. So, present if coming to EVs, we don't know when will be stopped, right? Because it would running with battery and motor. But based on that artificial intelligence machine learning, it would automatically give you a notification through your app. When will your vehicle stop? When is your next service due? And what are the components you need to replace in your vehicle? That type of notifications we get automatically.
how that particular A model is going to know whether this particular part is going to die or not?
I didn't get it.
Means, for example, ఏదైనా ఏ మోడల్ మీరు ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేసిందని చెప్పారు, ఆ మోడల్ కి ఏ విధంగా తెలుస్తుంది ఈ పర్టికులర్ పార్ట్ పాడైంది లేదా రీప్లేస్ చేయాలి?
Yeah, that is, we can synchronize with that vehicle, all the details with that app, right?
మీన్స్ అది ఎలాగ
That's actually, I don't have that exact idea.
Is there any big player comes in and try to study similar kind of ecosystem? How would you face the competition?
As of now, we haven't get any type of competition because right now we've been analyzed in market of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. We are the only company who are having this type of ecosystem, right? Because we are the only company concentrating on complete EV solutions, from service sale to service, as well as charging stations and components and spare parts.
Krishna, most specifically, what is the advantage that you have as a local player compared to the outside? Do you have any local advantages?
Yes, sir. We have past 2 years we have been into this market. We have currently 4 showrooms and 4 service centers, and we have installed 40 charging stations and one fast charger also. Including one wider restaurant, we have been installed one fast charger, 6 level charger, and we have tried and we have done a trial run also. So we have got very good response from the customers because our customers who are purchased vehicle from us, they're using, we have based on our charging station, some separate app is there for charging station. Based on that app, they can access where is the exact location of charging point. They can access, they can directly go to charging station. They can put their vehicle.
It's free of cost.
It's free of cost. Thank you.
Now we have a startup idea pitch by Sunny BBA from AUSID.
Good evening, I'm Sunny. So my startup idea is on e-commerce. Yeah. So what I personally Google and understood is around the globe there are almost 4.9 billion users, internet users, and 2.4 billion users are into e-commerce. They are buying products from online e-commerce. So in India, almost 800 million internet users are there, and in that 240 million people. So the scope of e-commerce, which is actually by 2021, it's almost 6,200. It's valued at that price, and by 2027, 26,000 billion rupees. It's that's the value. And the opportunities that I found is nowadays they're more into the quality and the innovations. So a lot of brands are coming with innovative ideas. There are old brands like Ellen Soli. There are some known brands, but nowadays there are some innovations in the textile industry, in a lot of companies in. So there's a opportunity, there is a scope in exploring and finding new things. so nowadays, people's preferences have changed from past to now. So now people want to save time in buying products, choosing products, and searching for the right. They want to save time, and they are into exploration. They want to grow fast. They want to explore new things. Now they are very particular about the money they are investing or they are spending on an item. So value, there is a huge value that by spending huge amount of money. So they are into more of that. And then they want to wear trendy and personalized outfits. Nowadays, personalization is a big thing. Then they want to use augmented reality. Nowadays, a lot of apps are coming with AR and yeah. So that's people's preferences have changed. And so then I started to ask some questions to myself and few questions which are like, what if there is a virtual costume room? Like nowadays, you go to a store, to a physical store, you have some dresses out there, you wear it, and you see, okay, this is how it is. But in virtually, there are some brands which are giving you an option of having a virtual dress, but it's not like a shopping mall. It's not a virtual shopping where you want to also have a virtual costume and also have a t-shirt. So then I thought, thus people are exploring enough. There are a lot of brands, there are a lot of companies who are doing much better than what we know, and to try different outfits which satisfy their tastes and needs. Yeah. Then is a person able to identify what's available in stores around his radius? A lot of people nowadays, Amazon and Flipkart, yes, they have plenty of products, but they are delivering to you from different places. Yes, it may take 3 days, it may take 5 days. But are you guys are able to understand, comprehend what's in your place, what's in Vizag, what's in Siama Center, what's around? Yeah. Then, is a person really getting delivered within the same day? Same day, not getting extra charge. The same day, really, every product are they getting? But because they want, because they, nowadays you have their house, and then the products want to come to it. So that's the reason. It's not that possible to get the delivery on the same day. And is e-commerce business so promising? So these are the few questions which I thought, and then so I came up with an idea, and my friend Silas going to explain the value proposition which I thought would be great to start this idea or to start.
Hello everyone, I'm Sailesh. So let us take a small example. So let us consider Sunny. He's my friend. So he's having tomorrow a big event. Let us say some party to go. So he's not having the enough time to go and buy dress for himself. So what does he do? Basically, he goes to our app. He sees whether the dress that he likes is available on it, and he gets it delivered on the same day. So this, to summarize what he has said and distill into fine, clear points, that is basically you can get your personalized dress which you like on the same day delivered to you. This is the main value proposition that we are proposing. The first point is delivering of the clothes from local stores. So many brands are there. Yes, you can see. Yeah. So many of you may ask, Alan Sully has a store website. So why can't I buy from it? Yes, but on the store you are having dresses from all over India, but not only specified to a local geopolitical location, not a localized location. So if I go to Alan Sully store and see that whether if I like a particular dress, it is on the store, but it is not available in Vizag. So it is a big problem for me, right? So what we are thinking of is to uh, localize the personalization and deliver the product on the same day itself. The second point is suggesting customer outfits. So we are thinking of planning AR, augmented reality as well, where you can give your personal details such as your uh, shoulder measurements and everything, and you'll get a AR representation of what how the clothes would be look like when you wear it. The third one is the same thing as I said, as there is a basically this is a huge gaining traction. The large market as people, students as well are very no very widely attracted to buying fast, buying to trying to buy things quickly, very quickly. So we have thinking, what we have planned is that we want to set a platform where all the brands can list on themselves in a localized fashion, where everyone can choose their fit and delivered in the same day.
So the store coming to the store, the place where now I'm in Vizag. There are some stores outside, not only in Atal, there are many stores outside. So what I want to show the people is, so this is a tie. So this tie is available near Vizag. So I don't have to deliver this. I mean order this and get it by 4 days. But I will know that this tie is available here itself, the location and the place. So there are two choices where I can go to the store and get it, and also get it to online the same day, because we are not charging a customer more or less the same price we are charging a customer, and the delivery charges will be added. So any product, if it is a Vizag, Hyderabad. So locality and the stores within the radius is what we are locating to a customer. So that's a unique where other Amazon and Flipkart are not doing that, but we are doing. We want to do it. So yeah, our targets are, yes, business people. Now let's like take an example of business meeting tomorrow, or anything which want to do tomorrow itself. So it will help for that, for them and for the students, for the parties and stuff, and people want to explore a lot, and for the travelers. So if I'm there, I live in Vizag, I go to Kolkata, and if I don't know what is there in that store, what is there in that particular place, but through this app, if this idea goes big, huge, for sure a customer will understand, okay, the Kolkata, this area, these are the stores and these are the products that I have. So I can go get it by myself, or I can get delivered within the same day. It will help for the travelers as well. So this is how it looks. For example, so when a customer chooses, okay, tomorrow I have a party, and he'll give some inputs, and in a layout you'll get a complete list. So you can change, or you can find different costumes for him. This is a video. I think video is, that's it. Oh, this is how it is. This is just demo. This size and so then you can select whatever you want. Or else we'll also suggest a full costume and can customize as well. So like that. So that's the idea that we had in this new e-commerce platform using it. So this is our team. Thank you. Any questions?
Are they doing same offers in showroom, like in
Same,
stores in
same,
same
like,
brand, same offer?
As the same price MRP in the store, you get the same MRP in the online.
And that's mean in daily you can changes the offers, no? In
Yeah,
any
yeah,
showroom you also changes the offer.
Yes, same. So if this tie has 10 units in a store, and if 10 units got sold, it will show the same, like Swiggy and Zomato. Same.
It's asking about if there's a discount running on your tie, would you also be offering the
Yes,
same?
I will.
Same day.
Same. Like it's the same inventory what they have. If it is for if a 2,000 rupees tie that getting 1,500 in a store, you get the same in this.
Means you can contact with us so many showrooms, no?
Yeah.
Then we can show all the showrooms offers
Yeah.
in our app.
Yes, it will. Whoever want to list or the brands, they'll have their own discounts and they can.
Last few days,
Yeah.
I think Oidin's offering 700 each one. In our app, shows that only 700 only, sir. But actually costing 2,500.
Yeah.
But
like
on
same.
the cost is 700.
Yeah.
Only one day offer, that is.
Yeah, basically we're a
showing
platform, just a platform, right? The brand will sell on our platform. So the brand will automatically change what is the discount that is being delivered on the same day. So it's
Basically, you're like a Swiggy or Zomato for clothes.
Yes.
There is instant one for post.
not
Okay, it's 24 hours time or only, or it's ending at 10 p.m. because all shops are closed
same.
at 10 p.m.
So for now we are thinking
At 24.
listing here local, but it goes long term. now people can also order from different places. Depending. Now in Vizag, the stores get closed by 9.
Yeah.
For
So
now, we are looking
we're
at
basically thinking of a 24-hour window. So basically, if you're ordering on 10 p.m. at today night, you'll get delivered by 24 tomorrow by 10 p.m.
like that. Yeah, the store gets closed.
But if you're
But if I order at 8 p.m. means I am at to reserve button only, then
Yes.
you can put,
We can.
you can bring at 8:30.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can. We can. That's how Zomato and Swiggy does.
After 10 p.m. means you can,
if the store is closed, we can't do anything, right?
yeah.
If the store is open, you'll be delivered as fast as soon as possible.
Yes.
Anybody any more?
What about the return?
That is the main point. Basically, our return rate in tier 2 and tier 3 cities are basically 50%. So we are trying to get an innovative solution where the person who is purchasing our products from our platform, they should shoot an unboxing video. So we get the correct identifications. So if the person is actually using or what is going wrong with it. Basically, 50% is a very huge marketing loss for the e-commerce platform. So we are coming up with innovative solutions of tackling that too.
Are there any rental services?
Yeah, we are thinking of that too in the long term
Yes.
plan.
Yes.
Because second-hand rentals is also a huge proposition.
Yes.
And what are the entry barriers of Flipkart and other potential community space? In the entry barriers means why wouldn't they replicate your business model with the entry?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
What are you different from Shopee?
Shopify is basically it's it's a but
How are you going to make money? Amazon and Flipkart they charge on travel charges. Or if you guys
yeah, as we are listing on our platform, right? We take the platform charge as well, and also the delivery. Some percentage of the delivery charge we get as well. So there are two revenue streams coming to our. Did you get it?
What question you asked?
how are you guys going to make money?
Yeah, we are. See, if there is a brand, so take a store. I'm not talking about a company, but take a store. Store need to get it. Then profit margin should be 30% of the 100% of the whatever profit. So we'll bargain, get a margin of 10% of what they are getting because they're getting additional sales. So we'll ask them to compromise on their margin. 10% of it.
So basically, coming to your question, sir, drop shipping. So basically, drop shipping happens from a basically cha-
Shopee. Shopify is a platform for e-commerce. Because look at other platforms that exist for the way that I have a brilliant idea. Shopify is one of many such platforms that being most popular. People can come on the e-commerce platform. Second, do we do any market research at all? We did also. Who did we talk?
In then talk.
The local level, basically looking at research, market research is local. Like if you talk to any, let us say, Ireland, anybody else, local brands, right, would they be willing to
Yeah,
go with you?
yeah, actually we talk. We are in the process. So that's it.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
So before closing, we'll have an open mic session. To encourage innovative ideas from the audience, anyone with ideas is welcome to share. And I would like to remind everyone in the audience to please be respectful of those who are sharing their ideas. And let's help them feel more confident with feedback that is encouraging. Now we'll start with it. Anyone?
Actually, we spoke about the same idea yesterday at the Eco Club session. So if anybody was there, you probably would have listened to it. So this was simply an app. Of course, Srinivasa said, we are very much into apps all the time. So rather than simply like what we suggested is a coupon-based app. Whereas, there are so many coupons that you get on whatever the platforms, right? For an example, look at Swiggy or Zomato or Amazon, that matter, any website where you go to purchase your stuff or any e-commerce platform. Right?
Travel coupons as well.
Yeah, all of these coupons. So there are coupon websites where you can get your coupons. Yesterday, what we suggested is a coupon website which will give you specific coupons which are related to you or relevant to you, whereas you will be probably connecting your accounts into a particular website or our app in that matter. So you will be getting particular coupons or relevant coupons to your thing, coupons which you can be probably using rather than getting all the coupons, because we go into a website that is available. Mostly you will find coupons all the coupons that are available that will be put there, but the thing is we suggested whereas we'll probably get a coupon that is relevant and can be used by a particular person. So there were questions and queries about security being compromised, privacy being compromised, to let people, how can we convince people to trust our platform? So whereas we probably need further research into it. It was a simple idea that we came up with. So we believe if we can develop on the security side of it and maybe improve and not compromise on the privacy of the user, we'll be actually able to make something that's big, because that's really important. Every morning, rather than scrolling through all the coupons, you can just wake up in the morning, check the common platform, centralized platform where all your accounts are linked, and you simply get the coupons which you can be using on it. You'll be saving a lot of money on that, because yesterday when we read through, we found out close to $1.2 billion of unclaimed coupons go wasted every year. So that's a huge amount of money that goes in unclaimed coupons. So I mean, that is where we need to look at. It's a big market. So we thought probably we can make use of this $1.2 billion each year and help the people, the consumers, and also businesses, because our platform, what we thought was, we had two aspects to our platform. One is providing the consumers with the opportunity to have access to more discounts. The second thing, giving opportunities to minor platforms now to put Amazon and some startup that's trying to sell stuff online on the same platform, and kind of give the marketing and the reach for such a platform is a big thing as well. So there are two aspects to our idea. So that's what we were suggesting. If you guys have any questions for us? Feedback.
Do you have any competitors?
Instead of doing an app, we can see that browser extension would be a good idea, I think.
There are websites.
Yes. I mean, this is not a really new idea, but what we are trying to do is develop an already existing idea, go further, one step further, whereas we are trying to convince people to believe in us and link their accounts into our app or website, for that matter. We haven't decided whether it's going to be an app or a website. So what we are suggesting is, like, if we can get the people to believe in us and then let us maybe make some profit through some sort of commission, because it's $1.2 billion, we can make, let's say, 1% of it. It's a big amount of money. I mean, I'm not talking millions of dollars here, but what I'm suggesting is, it's a big market that's untapped, and it's somewhere we can look into, because, rather than getting all the coupons. Now, there are other platforms, like he suggested, there are platforms where, you can get the coupons, but then you don't get the relevant coupon. You'll be getting all the coupons that's available. That's a waste of time, scroll through all that. Rather than that, simply every morning you wake up, you look at all the coupons that's available for your use, and you can simply use it. That's easy, and you can, that will prevent or stop this, unclaimed coupons and all these things. That will bring it down by a huge level.
This is what you're doing every morning, waking up.
I mean, so everybody loves a discount for that matter. Because like for me in particular, I order a lot of food like on all these online platforms. For me, if I can get a lot of discount, it will be really helpful. So I mean, everybody loves a bit of a discount.
We have competition with this.
I mean, there is a similar. There are ideas.
As of now, I don't think anybody has thought of convincing people to link all their accounts into a single platform. This centralized platform is what's unique about our idea, as opposed to there are. I mean, I'm not saying there's no competition at all. What I'm saying is we are actually taking one step further from any competition that currently exists.
What kind of accounts are there?
As in link your Amazon account into the same platform, whatever the accounts you use for e-commerce, all your e-commerce platforms. So bring it together under one platform, one centralized platform. So you go in the morning, you can all through our app itself. You can go through the coupons, you can apply whatever the coupons that are available for you. Save some money by doing that.
How you are going to convince the people?
So that's the thing. That's the whole idea here. So we need to actually look at that part of the thing. So we need to build a really safe app in that matter, and also we need to build convince people that that's tough part to do. But I think as long as we can make people believe that we are not going to sell their information or we are not going to make money off their information, because for us there are two aspects. Our prime motive is not making money off their information. It's just letting people get more discounts and then giving access to other companies. So these are the prime motives of our idea. So we'll probably market our motives, and I think we'll be able to convince maybe not a large amount of people, but there will still be, it's quite a large group that we can convince. Because it's a huge market, like the previous startup when they showed there are a lot of people, about 4.8 billion people who are using all this stuff, internet and all the on e-commerce platforms. Anything else? Okay, thank you.
Anyone else?
నా ఐడియా వచ్చేసి మెడికల్ సెక్టర్లో ఇప్పుడు మనం ఒక టికెట్ తీసుకోవాలనుకుంటే బుక్ మై షో లైక్ క్యూని తగ్గించుకొని డైరెక్ట్గా థియేటర్లోకి వెళ్ళి కూర్చోడానికి టికెట్ తీసుకొని ఆన్లైన్ మొబైల్ ఫోన్లో తీసుకుంటాం జస్ట్ పర్టికులర్ సైట్ ఇంకొకటి పర్టికులర్ థియేటర్ సీట్ మనం సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకుని మనంగా తీసుకుంటాం. అలా వచ్చి ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ సపోజ్ వైజాగ్లో చాలా హాస్పిటల్స్ ఉన్నాయి, కానీ ఏ హాస్పిటల్లో ఏ ట్రీట్మెంట్స్ జరుగుతాయి అవన్నీ తెలియదు. లైక్ ఎమర్జెన్సీ వదిలేసి ఫర్ సపోజ్ మెడికల్ మీకు దగ్గర మెడికల్ ఉంది, దాంట్లో ఏ డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయో మనందరికీ తెలియదు. జస్ట్ దాంట్లోకి వెళ్ళి మొత్తం చూస్తే తప్పించి తెలియదు. అండ్ లైక్ దిస్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. అండ్ చాలా వరకు వచ్చేసి ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ సపోజ్ ఒక పర్సన్ వచ్చే ఒక హాస్పిటల్లో ట్రీట్మెంట్ తీసుకోవాలి అనుకుంటే 1 or 2 hours టైం అపాయింట్మెంట్ బుక్ చేయడానికి కానీ 1 or 2 hours టైం ప్రాసెస్ పడుతుంది. అదే దీన్ని మనం వెబ్సైట్లో తీసుకోవచ్చు. వెబ్సైట్ అప్లికేషన్ తీసుకోవచ్చు. లైక్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ బుక్ మై షో in this sector. For suppose we want a doctor appointment in Visakhapatnam, how many hospitals are there, including from small what we call clinics nunchi at the hospitals, super specialty hospitals వరకు ఏ హాస్పిటల్లో ఏ ట్రైనింగ్ అది ఏ ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఎక్కడెక్కడ జరుగుతుంది అండ్ ఏ డాక్టర్స్ ఏ స్పెషలిస్ట్ ఎక్కడ ఉన్నారు ఏంటి అనేది మనకి డేటాలో ఉంటుంది. దీని నుంచి మనం యూజర్ కూడా ఏంటంటే ఈజీగా అపాయింట్మెంట్ దొరికేట్టుగా బుక్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఉంటుంది. రెండవది యూజర్ కూడా టైం, హాస్పిటల్స్ దగ్గర వెయిట్ చేసే టైం అనేది
ఫర్ సపోజ్ ఒక గ్యాస్ట్రోఎంట్రాలజిస్ట్ ఒరిస్సా నుంచి మన వైజాగ్ వరకు చాలా మంది పేషెంట్స్ చూస్తున్నాం. ఏ హాస్పిటల్ వైజాగ్ లో వెళ్ళినా ఒరిస్సా పేషెంట్స్ ఎక్కువ. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ గా చెప్తున్నాను, వాళ్ళు వచ్చి 1 or 2 days వెయిట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. అదే సింపుల్ గా ఫోన్ లో వాళ్ళకి టైం కోసం ఇస్తారు. 1 hour వితిన్ 1 hour ఒక ట్రీట్మెంట్. సో ఇట్లాంటి ఒక అప్లికేషన్ వాళ్ళకి ఫస్ట్ ఒక సైకిల్ తీసుకొని వచ్చి దాన్ని డెవలప్ చేసి ఫర్దర్ ఒక అప్లికేషన్ తీసుకున్నాం. First appointments and then for door deliveries like pharmacy. First, Apollo and MedPlus are doing this, increasing. Platforms దీనికి వెబ్సైట్ అప్లికేషన్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి. దీనికోసం కూడా చూసాను. 6 అప్లికేషన్స్ ప్రొవైడ్. అపోలో వచ్చేసి ఓన్లీ అపోలో హాస్పిటల్స్ వరకు చూసుకోవాలి. లైక్ మెడికల్ వచ్చేసి ఓన్లీ మెడికల్. మన ఈ వెబ్ బ్రౌజర్ లో ఏంటంటే ఈ అప్లికేషన్ ఆల్ లైక్ వైజాగ్ లో ఉండే చిన్న క్లినిక్ నుంచి పెద్ద హాస్పిటల్స్ ఉంటాయి. ప్రతి హాస్పిటల్ ప్రతి క్లినిక్ ఏ డాక్టర్ ఉన్నారు, మనకి ఏ టైమ్స్ లో అపాయింట్మెంట్ దొరుకుతుంది అనే డేటా యూజర్ కి అవైలబుల్ గా ఉంటుంది. బుక్ చేసుకోవడానికి కూడా ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది. లైక్ జస్ట్ లైక్ బుక్ మై షో. అండ్ దెన్ కొన్ని అప్లికేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. వాట్ దే డూ ఇస్ అప్లికేషన్ లో బ్లడ్ టెస్ట్ కి 250 రూపీస్ చూపిస్తారు. ఫస్ట్ టైం బుక్ చేసుకునే వాళ్ళకి 100 రూపీస్ కి శాంపుల్ తీసుకొని వెళ్ళి మీకు రిజల్ట్స్ తీసుకొని వస్తున్నాం. బట్ అక్కడ ఏంటంటే చాలా కస్టమర్స్ ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే కింద పింక్ చేసేది ఏంటంటే మీరు 100 రూపీస్ చెప్తున్నారు కానీ శాంపుల్ తీసుకునే పర్సన్ వచ్చేసి మొత్తం 50 రూపీస్ తీసుకెళ్తున్నారు. అన్నీ అక్కడ చాలా వరకు రాంగ్. మీరు చూపించేది ఒకటి చేస్తున్న ఒకటి అనేసి 10 మెంబర్స్ తీసుకుంటే 8 మెంబర్స్ అదే పడుతుంది ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. ఈ సెక్టర్ కొంచెం క్లీన్ చేస్తూ కరెక్ట్గా నేను ఆర్గనైజ్ చేసుకుంటాను. ఇది చాలా ఉన్నాయి, 6 ఉన్నాయి, కానీ సక్సెస్ అవ్వకపోవడానికి మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది రీజన్ మనీ. నాట్ ఆర్గనైజింగ్.
Sorry. Any questions for him?
Yeah, is the బుక్ మై షోలో మీరు బుక్ చేసేటప్పుడు మీరు ఎంత కన్వీనియన్స్ పే చేస్తారు? జస్ట్ అంతలో కన్నా 5%. ఇక్కడ ఇంకోటి ఉంది, డాక్టర్స్ చాలా వరకు మనకి చాలా డాక్టర్స్ తెలియదు. ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ మన స్టేట్ లోనే ఒక 1500 మెంబర్స్ ఎంబీబీఎస్ చేస్తున్నారు, 500 మెంబర్స్ ఎండీస్ చేసి వస్తున్నారు. కానీ ఎర్లీ డాక్టర్స్ ఎవరికి తెలియదు. 10 years 15 years పడుతుంది డాక్టర్ వాళ్ళ పేరు తెలిసింది. అదే ఒక అప్లికేషన్ లాంటివి తీసుకొని వస్తే ఎవ్రీ డాక్టర్ నేమ్ అండ్ దేర్ సర్జరీస్ ఇన్ సక్సెస్ రేట్ based upon the skill, they will popular like that. అంటే హాస్పిటల్స్ దగ్గర నుంచి 5%, పేషెంట్స్ దగ్గర నుంచి 5%. Like based upon their maintenance, based upon their patient caring, everything will be considered. Any
పేషెంట్ మళ్ళీ పేషెంట్ అవుతే కానీ రెగ్యులర్ గా బేసిక్ ఐడియా ఏంటంటే డబ్బులు వస్తే చెక్ చేస్తారు. రిపీట్ కస్టమర్ వస్తానంటే మీరు అన్నారు కదా రిసైజ్ వస్తాయి. అక్కడ ఏంటంటే చైనా పేరెంట్స్ తీసుకుంటారు. బేసిక్గా ఆ లింక్ మీరు డిస్టర్బ్ చేయగలరంటే తీసుకుంటారు. ఇంకొక ఏంటంటే చాలా మందికి ఎవరి కాంటాక్ట్ ఎవరికి లేదు. డాక్టర్ రిసెప్షన్ దగ్గర వెళ్ళి హోంవర్క్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళు ఏమైనా చెప్తే కాంటాక్ట్ చేయాలి. ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. దానికి చాలా మూవీస్ చాలా సింపుల్గా డిఫైన్ చేయలేదు. మూవీస్ పేషెంట్ గురించి వాడికి తెలియదు. చాలా మంది కళ్ళొప్పి అంటారు, చెడునొప్పి అంటారు, అంటే స్పెసిఫిక్ తెలియకపోవచ్చు. ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అంటే బాగా తెలియని వాళ్ళు వస్తారు కాబట్టి వాళ్ళు మీరు ఎలా చెప్తారు ఏ డాక్టర్ వెళ్ళాలని. ఇవన్నీ ఛాలెంజెస్ మీరు అవగాహన చేయగలరు అంటే
అంటే మూవీ అనేది సింపుల్ అయితే కాదు.
Slowly, they are also working at the same time. So that's it.
నాకు ఒకసారి చెవిలో
Pure.
నేను చెల్లింది
Thank you.
So I appreciate your participation in today's meeting. We would appreciate your input as we work forward and to make these meetings much better. And I have few announcements to make. Our next Startup Saturday meeting will be on May 20th. If you haven't already, do remember to scan the QR code to confirm your attendance at our meeting today. It will assist us in reminding you of our upcoming activities. Additionally, if you are not a member of the Startup Saturday WhatsApp group, get in touch with me or any one of our volunteers here. And thank you. Have a great day. And please be seated for a group photo.
Hackathon. Good evening, my name is Srinivas. We have a hackathon that's going to be on the 27th and the 28th of this month. This time the hackathon is on electric vehicles. It is for obviously all kinds of engineers as well as everybody who tinkers. And and of course, including computer science and software. Do participate. You'll find the details in the hackathon group. If you're not a part of it, again, contact these two people, those three people over there, and they will tell you, of course, a few more people in the back. They'll be able to tell you more details. There are a bunch of things that are going on in Hub next week. On the 11th, they're celebrating Technology Day. Do you want to tell them? So they're celebrating Technology Day on the 11th of May, and it's something where we have cultural programs and also an ideathon. So you could possibly be there and take part in that ideathon. Okay. Yeah, keep that in mind. One thing that Raja Sekhar was very bad in not informing you. All he told you was that this is not an announcement, but this is something. Yeah, it's about your father. Sorry, I have to say bad things. He told you that these children participated in the hackathons. What he did not tell you is that in every single hackathon, they came in the top 5. At least one team came in the top 5. And they also got second and third prizes, I believe. Second, third, and fourth. I think he's trying to be neutral and not, reveal the positives, more positives that they've done.
We like failures. We love failures.
Yeah, but appreciate good things. Appreciate good things also, exactly. Why won't you?
No, there are a lot of people who do.
Also here. The point is that you gave them a lot of motivation and encouragement to visit the Tinkering Labs. But I feel one more point that they would enjoy would be to know that, okay, there is something in the Tinkering Labs which is not outcome based. But there is an outcome based thing that they participated in.
Competitions are outcome based.
And they got awards or at least reached the top 5. So if they're doing this at the age of 14 and 12 years of age, I don't know what they're planning to do. They're probably going to conquer the world, but and we have one more thing that is going to happen, but we will not be able to. I don't have all the details, so we'll try to post it in the startup Saturdays. For now, hackathon, and then the culturals and the ideathon on 11th of May, hackathon on the 27th and 28th. We'll be posting that also in the Startup Saturdays group, so you can do that. And then anyone who's interested in participating in hackathons, please make sure you join the HackAP hackathon groups, because that's where all the hackathon related, ideathon related information happens. Thank you. You don't need a clap.